You guys see I'm coloring my hair. I just cut it. I'm adding the color in. We're doing some color on this pretty lady right here. Shop with us at Magic Hair Company. We're currently having a 20% off sale right now at magichaircompany.com. I just wanted to make sure I got on today. I'm going to add some quick curls in this lady right here. And yeah, we're just doing some bleaching. Oral health is important, guys. We're talking about going to the dentist.
I just want to find the thing too. When I feel comfortable,
You
understand that I'm scared to go to the dentist.
Yeah.
I kind of understand.
Exactly. And it's gentle and nice.
Right. The last time
Everybody's scared to go to the
she
dentist.
was rude. She was kind of rude to me, and I'm like,
A rude dentist.
Oh yeah, I met one. Because he was doing my bleaching, and he was like, "Oh, what's this crazy tooth you have back here?" When my wisdom tooth was coming in, and he was the first thing he says to me, "Oh, what's this crazy tooth coming back in?" And he was super aggressive. And he's like, "Let's get you in crackers," and I was like,
No.
"I'm only here for a bleaching. I don't need," because it was like a Groupon thing. It was years ago. Groupon. I was like, "Let me stop you right now. I'm only here for a bleaching." And then he was like, because what they do is they try to get you in the door.
They try to scare you.
Yeah, and then he made up all these problems talking about if we didn't take this out, and then if we took it out, all my teeth were gonna shift, and I was gonna have to get braces and a retainer and all this crazy stuff. And I was like, Then I actually get my wisdom teeth out. None of that happened. None of my teeth shifted. There was no issue.
I definitely got all 8 teeth out because they told me my teeth were going to shift. Definitely, I got these 4 out here and then my 4 wisdom teeth out.
I'm telling you, they try it.
How's
they
my
try
smile?
it. And so that's the thing. It's really, I can't preach this enough. I was lucky growing up to have a dentist I loved. He was like the perfect dentist. And so that's why I love going, because as a child, I had a great experience. But as an adult, it's hard.
They're always trying to drill things out of your mouth.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, I've had a lot of people I know seriously, like, get in the hole serious just off of dental work, and then getting bad dental work. I mean, there was a lady that her husband lost a whole side of his mouth because of a bad dentist.
Should I just drive home with this? It'll be fine, an hour?
I think you should wash it out. You can drive home with it, but your seats got that nice material.
Okay.
I don't want you to stay.
So it's really hard for like just the everyday person to find
Is it
a
dry?
good dentist.
Is it dry?
What if I just put a shower cap on? Oh. Okay.
It's really hard, and that's why, and it shouldn't be like this. It shouldn't be a situation where people are afraid to go, can't afford it. That's the thing, like.
And then it's just like, be patient. I already know my teeth is messed up. Like, just be patient with me. Like, I already know these things. Don't make me feel bad because now I'm not going to want to come back.
Right. And that's the
Right.
thing, the shaming that happens sometimes when you do show up and they're like, oh my gosh, then people go, oh, I never want to go through that again. Right? I mean,
So
that
it's
definitely
like,
happens.
do this,
So people don't go. That's exactly
Right,
what
and
happens.
you gotta
They
go
never
to
go
the
back.
dentist.
Right.
You
I've
have
known
to go.
a lot of, especially black men, that have never gone and don't
You can't
go.
even get them to go to the regular
No,
doctor.
no,
let alone the dentist.
I know, and
Black
I'm
men do
looking,
not,
and I'm looking in their
unfortunately.
mouth, and like a lot of these guys have the side teeth
A
gone.
lot of black people have
What is what? I mean,
you
there's
should
so
have
many
side
with the
teeth.
side teeth
Bottom
gone.
end.
Yes, right here it says there's nothing there, and it's just like I never really saw it till I got to be an adult, and I was like, this
A
is
lot of
not
people have
okay.
their side tooth missing.
Lot of
And
missing.
they can't afford the dentures.
Right, because everything is just super expensive. Veneers, all of that, Like a full mouth is $100,000.
That's why people go to travel to get their mouth done. I get it.
Where do people go? My teeth are not. I like my teeth. Okay, like I'm doing.
To the
okay.
DR, I think. They go to the
Okay.
DR,
I mean-
get your body and your teeth done.
Now let me be straight with you though. When I get older and if anything starts looking crazy, I will get some veneers. I'm not above that at all. If something.
My mom just got a whole mouthful of veneers.
There you go.
I
I will be right
luxury
there.
car worth. I'm like,
It's
you
expensive.
can buy me a house for that money and not put it in your
Yeah,
mouth. You don't
I
have
know.
anywhere to go.
There's a lot.
You ain't got
Listen, my old boss at the Getty, her son was a dentist. Lucky her, because her son just said, "Okay, mom, come on in. I'll take care of this." Because I was thinking, how does a 7-year-old woman have these perfect teeth?
My son's
Because
a
they looked
dentist.
real. They looked realistic. They didn't look movie Hollywood white or anything. They just looked like really nice teeth. And it was.
He made sure
She was.
on, right?
Yep, she did, because she lived in Texas. She flew down there got a whole mouth. She said, oh, my son's a dentist, so he always does everything for me. I said, lucky you.
Is your son single?
No. I was like, lucky you. Because that is a whole check. That is a whole salary. That is a year's salary on your mouth, But the thing is that you don't have to get to that point if you take care of your teeth. Even my grandmother, 90-something years old, still had her own teeth. She had one implant, and when she had chemo, it destroyed the implant, so it wasn't even something like that was her fault per se.
Right.
But she still had her teeth. She did, at 94 years old. She still had her teeth. All of her front teeth were there.
Old people usually don't have their teeth.
Yeah, she had her teeth because, that's the thing. A lot of it's genetics, I'm not going to lie, because I didn't get my first cavity till I was 26. And I didn't even know what was going on. Like, they were just like, Lise, this is so small, we don't even have to put you under, it's your choice.
That's definitely genetics, that's good.
Yeah, they were like, do you want the gas or not? And I was like,
give me the gas.
No, I told them no. I told them no. So because they were like, it's so tiny, you're not even gonna feel it. And sure enough, I didn't feel it. They filled it. I was like, okay. And it's not like I was flossing every day. I wasn't brushing twice a day. Like, there's people that I know who are maniacs about brushing and flossing all the time.
And get cavities.
And broken teeth, everything else. I've never had none of that. Never had a root canal, none of it. So I'm lucky, right? It's genetics, because my parents, my mom, her teeth are perfect. It's not even fair. So, long story short, a lot of it is genetics, but a lot of it is just habits that, you didn't have control over. I know I have a friend who, he got herpes from the dentist when he was a child.
He got herpes?
Yes, a whole bunch of people got herpes because it was a low income place. They were just doing a bunch of people not following protocols. And as a child, he's been on antivirals since he was a child. So.
Conditioner in too?
Just, after shampoo and conditioner.
So it's sad. So a situation like that scar you for
really
life.
Sad.
Scar you for life.
I hope he got a check.
Well, see, that's the thing. No, because a lot of these people, they don't even know what their rights are. They don't even know what a lawyer that they could actually sue. Right.
I need a check.
So no, he definitely would have been living better if he had gotten some payoff. Certainly. But that's what's sad. It's such a vital, important thing, and it's become again an issue of how much money do you have, and that's the level of care you get, and that shouldn't be the case for dental. Shouldn't be the case for medical for nothing.
Period, yeah.
You go over to Europe, everything is covered. It's social, it's universal health care. And you're getting the best of the best. It's not about how much money you make, it's not about which HMO or whatever plan. Everyone's getting the same care. But they don't want that here. They think that's socialism. That's this, that's that. There's people in the United States that are making so much money. All these rich dentists, they wouldn't be able to sell a $100,000 mouth anymore.
They're not.
So that's the thing. It's like we live in a capitalist country, and that's why there's all these inequities. Which is sad because it's a basic thing, and it shouldn't be like that. You shouldn't have people ashamed to open their mouth.
No,
you shouldn't.
And the
have
dentist
that.
shouldn't be acting.
It shouldn't be a scary thing, right? And dentist shouldn't be, oh, look at your mouth and making you feel
bad.
that.
Just do the work. Let's just
exactly.
I already know.
Exactly.
Lisa, I'm telling you, I had the
enough.
cavity. She's just like, oh my god, how long did you make it late?
Are you
It's this bad.
Can you go to someone else? See, I don't like that.
It's to the bone. You need a what? Like, oh my gosh.
Oh,
you're young.
God.
If you take care, all your teeth are gonna fall out. I'm scared. Leave me alone.
My Persian dentist, she tried that with me too. She was like, you need to brush better and floss more because what's going to happen is you're going to start losing teeth. Now, this was how many years ago? It was when I first moved here, 17 years ago. And she was like, your teeth are going to get loose because there's going to be, she told me this whole thing, lies. I go to my new dentist, he's like, everything looks great. It's like, what? But no, the only thing I ever needed was a deep cleaning. I've never had a loose tooth. I've never lost a tooth. All these things that they say to scare you. And I was, 25, 24, 25?
You know
so
what, I crack a lot of teeth, but I think it's because I don't drink milk. Or, just no vitamin D. Because my teeth, I cracked a couple of teeth.
Did you drink it a lot when you were a kid?
I did and then stopped.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's like I'm thinking like, well, probably not even then, because I've never liked milk, only milk with cereal. But other than that, and I'm like, I wonder if that's because they like.
Well, here's what it
all
is.
this crap.
There's some things that interfere with calcium absorption.
Right.
So you have to figure out, because it sounds like you already had a good foundation. Because see, I don't drink milk anymore, and I don't have any cracked teeth. But I did all growing up until probably my teen years. So I think there are things that help absorption, and there's things that interfere with calcium absorption. That I know for a fact. So you have to figure out
What it is.
what I'm eating. Yeah, because I know they say that sparkling water is actually helpful. They said sparkling water is good for you, and it helps with calcium absorption.
I just started taking vitamins.
Okay, good. Yeah,
I just
multivitamins.
started-
Yeah.
Yeah, multivitamins, and then I'm taking vitamins C pills. Just
Okay.
'cause I'm like, I got so scared when she told me that. She's like, oh, you're having a vitamin D deficiency. So you need to make sure you're taking care of them because they're gonna continue to, because they would crack or chip. I wouldn't say crack, like
But they chip.
chip.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Well, that's the thing. You are young, and this is not a death sentence or nothing. So I mean, but they do this. They say this stuff to scare you. Because that lady made me feel like my teeth was about to fall out just because my gums weren't as clean as she thought they should be.
right.
And I was like freaking out, and then now here I am 15 plus years later, and there's not an issue. So they say a lot of stuff because I guess they're working from worst case scenario,
Right.
which isn't everybody. Not everybody isn't there, but there are some people like we know that are missing
It's
teeth.
cute. It didn't come out as dark.
That is cute. Ooh, I like that cherry. Looks like a nice black cherry. I think it's cute. So anyway, all I can say is
You guys like the color?
yes, we love it.
Okay.
All I can say is black people, we
You need to go to the dentist.
go to the dentist, stop playing
Oral
around,
health as well.
because there's a lot of guys that I know who I will not kiss them. They will not touch me because their mouths are very scary to me. And I don't want to feel like that. I don't want to feel like I don't know where your mouth's been, what's been going on in there, that there's something weird growing in there.
That's crazy.
You are not going to touch me or kiss me.
Would you ever date a guy who the only thing wrong with him was his oral health? And you knew, and the only thing wrong with him was his oral health.
Meaning he had millions of dollars and he
And
would
treat
just
you
take
like
him
a
to the dentist.
princess.
That's easy.
I'd be like, I'm taking your ass to the dentist.
Oh, I told a guy he had a missing tooth, and I said, I can't take you serious because you're at the gym all day, every day, but you have a missing tooth. And he's like, well, I can't afford it. And, no, you're right, I should. And he was talking all this stuff
I
about.
bet you he got his tooth fixed now.
I wouldn't know. I told him, good luck. I said, we're just in different places in our life. I mean, it was that, he didn't have a car. There were just a lot of different things. But that was one of the things.
Would you date a man that didn't know how to drive?
No. So the closest was that Culver City guy that wouldn't drive. Remember,
I
because
think
he
the guy
said
overseas didn't drive.
he said he has anxiety. It wasn't that he couldn't afford a car.
I'll talk to you guys
car right
tomorrow.
now. I can deal with it. My car got repoed. Can't afford it. My license got revoked. Okay, those are temporary things. But if you're telling me that you have too much anxiety